Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Monday, September 12th, 2022. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading futures and Forex carries substantial risk of loss and should only be attempted with capital that you can afford to lose. All right. Nothing pending on the YM at the moment. And soybeans went too far, so that's also going to be looking for a new trade. Market opens in just a couple of minutes. Do say hello in the chat. Good morning, Miles. Good morning, Arizona Bob. As Troy mentioned, he is going to be out of pocket through the rest of September and possibly part of October. So I will be covering in his place, but I've got travel plans middle of this week through the end of next week. So I will be covering today and tomorrow, and we will be dark the Wednesday and Thursday and all of next week. And then I will be back on Tuesday, the 27th. So that's where we are for this morning. Market opening momentarily. Crude oil had a trade at 21 seconds after the hour at our start time at 9 o'clock. That was too fast. It went soaring in 1 second. So then our follow-up trade to that is going to be the short. It looks like it makes both targets short from 906.56. And the market is open. Soybeans, long trade, 1417.50. I didn't see if that popped through or not. That's a fairly sizable trade for soybeans. Yeah, 10 and 16, that's not terrible. 10, 16, and 22 for the targets. Short on the YM. 32,263. Did not trigger in. And that's two closes above, so that cancels the short on the YM. Soybeans hitting money management and target 2. Long on the YM with a blue SMA trade. And we spiked to the entry, so I would go to 306 for that entry. Make it push back through. Soybeans trailing stop at 14.18. And the Russell with a long trade. We've got a wick down here on the third bar, so that definitely should be in in that trade. There's target 3 for a win and trailing now. Stop at 97.4. And soybean stopping out for a one and done session. 26 on the targets and another 4 ticks on the trailer, 2 for each of 2 positions. 30 ticks this morning on soybeans and done there. The YM, you should still be flat because that spiked up and came back down too quickly to trade. Russell stopping out at 97.8. So I'm crude making a one and done. Excuse me. Excuse me. Crude making for a one and done session on the short, getting us 13 and 20 ticks for targets 1 and 2. Entry was at 88.57. And small trailer if you have a trailing position. And the YM did trigger in. All right, Russell flat. So let's take a quick look at unleaded. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't change my charts over this morning. We should be on the December contract this morning, I believe. Let's see what. Yep, volume's on December. So I am on the wrong charts. And the same for the Russell. So it looks like most unavoidable trade. And no trade. Russell was actually too early for us, so no trade on the Russell. And then we have a short stop and reverse. So 406 was our entry on the YM long. We have a stop and reverse at 372. All right. YM is looking to push down. And we did trigger the stop and reverse. I'm slow getting started this morning. I looked at the volumes Friday, and the volumes were still on the September contract, but they did. I expected them to roll over this morning. I just forgot to check them. After the weekend. So YM taking some heat now. All right. And YM challenging the stop at 407. Unleaded picked up a long trade at 46 seconds after the top of the hour. 9 o'clock being our start time. Hitting a 57 tick target 1 or an 88 tick target 2, depending on what you're trading. And trailing to 47.09, just shy of target 2, which was 47.16, so 7 ticks less. So 81 ticks on the trailer. And a solid morning. One and done on unleaded, one and done on the crude. YM did stop out. That's 2 losses. Soybeans was one and done. Nothing on the pound Aussie yet. Let's take a look at the MNQ, and I'll update that chart to the December contract as well. Take a look and be sure, but it's pretty much split on the MNQ, 225 to 220. But yeah, so it should be on the December contract there as well. Change the 6-2 as well. So 4 minutes after market open is right in here. This is the stop out on the long. We pick up the short that goes for a full stop. Then we have the long. 6 seconds on the first bar, so there's a good chance you're in this trade. And money management, so break-even stop. Going through session highs there. Russell set a session high just at market open. And the YM is headed upward, as is the MNQ. And looks like a full loss on the Russell. So a full loss on the Russell and the MNQ to start. MNQ is in at least a break-even trade now. Yeah. Looks like we're in a no man's land on the pound Aussie. We had a successful long trade back just off screen early morning. So the only trades we're getting right now, we've had no signal above zero for either overbought or oversold. So a very balanced market. And our only trade signals have been off the 50 EMA so far. And a new long potential on the Russell. I'd push that to 92.03 with the spike just one tick beyond the entry. And there it goes to puts us in the trade. YM still flat. Making the stop and reverse loss off the long, full stop off the short. And the YM joining the MNQ at session highs. And money management on the Russell, so that will be a break-even trade. So make that 92 or 1902.4. Since we adjusted the entry. There's target 2. Looking for target 3 on the scalp. And hitting target 3 on the nose on the Russell. That's the 1.5 point custom Renko, 0.5 half point offset, 1/3 offset, so 0.5. For Ninja Trader, that's a 15 tick brick size with a 5 tick offset, or 5 tick trend, 10 tick offset, and a 25 tick reversal on Unirenko. 1902 02.7 and stopping out, so that's a win. Getting target 2 on the MNQ, so that's going to be a winning trade. Getting at least one scalp target there. Short on the Russell, 91 or 01.4. I want to keep wanting to say 91. As Troy would say, my Marty Feldman eyes are getting a workout this morning. Going from the upper right to the upper left on the YM. YM not doing anything at this point. MNQ still long. And okay, the YM touched the stop. Now, if it trade is still valid unless we get a crossover of the cat lines, until we actually hit the entry or get a crossover of the cat lines. Those are the only things that will. If we hit the entry, we got a valid trade now. But if the cat lines the fast cat line crosses above the slow cat line, it will cancel the short trade. And there's the crossover in a long trade at 0.56. And in that just hit the entry, but definitely in that trade. Doesn't look like we got quite close enough to the simple 20 simple moving average to get a trade on the YM. That would have been the dark blue trade. Yep, so the MNQ and the M2K Micro Russell, both long. And soybeans, crude, and unleaded all done this morning. All three of those won and done. YM has had a stop and reverse and a full stop. And the Russell hitting money management stopped to 0.57 for the stop. There's target 2 and hitting the session high at a new session high. Looking for 0.83 for the target 3. And target 3 on the Russell. That's a second winning trade. Stop now at 064. YM pushing through session highs as well as the Russell and the MNQ. Micro Russell through target 4, 069 for the stop. Still not trailing yet on the MNQ. Break-even stop is still at 755 even. We do have a target 2 in hand. And about 7 minutes before to the 10 a.m. crude mini session. .084 for the Russell stop. We ought to be getting there. I started to say we ought to be getting real close to starting to trail on the MNQ, and the stop just moved up to 771 and a quarter. $773.75, and the Russell is at 089. All three indices pushing up through session highs, setting new ones. $782 even on the MNQ, 094 on the Russell. Target 3 on the MNQ. And MNQ to 787.50, and the Russell to still at 094. And the YM is still flat. No trades going up on this. How close did we get on that last pullback? Exhaustion dots at 444 and the SMA at 437. 7 ticks, so not quite close enough. Looking for a 4-tick proximity. And the Russell to 099 now. MNQ to through target 4, 793 and a quarter for the stop. right. MNQ stopped to 796 even. Strong up moves on the indices this morning. Pound Aussie just kind of ho-hum. You should be coming close to getting a positive oversold reading. It's still up to the mid -5 range. So we got down to 2 a little earlier. But looks like a bit of a pause in the upward move. And the Russell closing another bar, going to 10.4 for the stop. Russell has gone through all 4 targets, as has the MNQ. Comments or questions, please put them in the chat. Small group this morning for Monday. I guess not everybody heard my announcement Thursday that I'd go ahead and open the room on Monday, since I was going to be out the rest of Wednesday and Thursday. But once I get back from my travel, I will be covering the room Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday until Troy gets back. All right, crude session is open, 10 a.m. 11.9 on the Russell, 801.75 on the MNQ. Big runners on both of these. And looks like we're getting a pullback on all 3. Stop still holding on the Russell and the micro NQ and the micro Russell. Yeah, still nothing doing on the pound Aussie. Now, are we close enough here? 69.90 and the 6990.7, 69876. Yeah, if we get it down close, we're going to get a short on the pound Aussie this bar. And I wasn't watching it. The YM triggered into a short. 528. Strong move, so we could get a pretty good size pullback. Money manager looks like 514. Yeah, 514. Target at 512. Target one's only 16, so I would go to target 2 on this trade. Russell stopping out at 1911.9 from our entry at 056. So 6.3 points, 63 ticks there. MNQ still surviving. Its stop still in place at 801.75. And the Russell didn't quite make money management. Still testing the 20 SMA on the YM. Looks like it bounced off once back to the balance line. Now it's back, bounced a second time back to the balance line. Let's see which one's going to prevail. So the Russell target 3 was 2.7 points, 27 ticks. And we have a short on crude at 88.59. And the YM stopping and reversing to long. Entry at 541, so stop and reverse makes that 543. And we did trigger in. Target 1 is 21 ticks. I would probably consider going to target 2 on this one. And a second one and done session this morning for crude, hitting target 1 at 88.45 and target 2 at 88.37. So 14 and 22, another 36 ticks on this session. Okay, what did we get to? Yeah, missing the stop on the MNQ by 1 tick. So that's still surviving, actually. Long on the YM. 10 a.m. session trade has hit its 2 fixed targets. So if you're that's all you're running, you're done with a POQ1 trade. If you're trailing, you're still in the trade. But this will be a POQ trade even if you're using a trailing position, because you've and there's target 3 on it. So definitely going to be a POQ trade here. And MNQ to 84.75 for the stop. And the pound Aussie continued up, so we didn't get a short setup. So the MNQ is long. The YM has a stop and reverse that triggered in would be 44. I'm sorry, 20, 24. 524. Three tick stop and reverse adjustment. Ooh, let's see. Money management's at 15. Yeah, money management stays at 15 because all right, we have an 8 tick minimum on that. There's money management. I'm sorry, money management stays at 15. And we did get down to 15. Got exactly to money management and stopping out. So break even stop. Break even trade on the YM. 804.75 for the MNQ. And the crude trade did stop out. So that finishes that session. So the YM, the MNQ currently still running. And the pound Aussie looking for its first trade. All right, getting to be a very small crowd. So I am going to probably I'll go a few more minutes and we'll call it a morning. See if the YM can do something with this long, or with this short rather. Oh, no, that's right. The short stopped out, so the YM is flat. Crude at its 200 EMA. Interesting to see where that goes. And challenging the stop once again on MNQ. Getting within about a point. Or did it get all the way down there? Yep, it touched the stop to the tick. So the MNQ is done, just shy of target 4. So the YM, we've had one loser and one winner on the MNQ. We can take more trades. Although that's good, some big winners there. 28.5, 40.5, 52.5 targets 2, 3, and 4. That's points. $2 a point. And then target 4 was 807.25, and we went out at 804.75, so 2.5 points. So yeah, and even 50 points on the trailer. All right. Well, I am back on the upward trajectory, as is the Russell, and looks like the MNQ may be as well. A couple of pullbacks there on the MNQ. A 9-second bar on the Russell, so that's an easy entry. 9-12-1 for the entry, or 19-12-1. All right, folks, not much to be seen. It's like money management on the Russell. Close of this bar, we're going to see the stop move up, but it should be 12-2 and just stopping out. So that's a break-even trade. Unfortunately, this is just a break-even. We hit the stop intra-bar. Okay, so the Russell with a full stop out. Target 3 winner. Actually targets 3 and 4. And a small trailer. Then the nice winning long. Break even long. So that's 3 winners. You can take one more trade. Okay, it was break even any way you played it on the Russell, even if you didn't move the stop till after it printed. You never got to target 3. Okay, did we get a... Yes, we got a very small, very, very small positive 0.286. Overbought, so we can get a pink short now on the pound Aussie. I'm not going to stick around much to follow it, though. All right, nobody's typing any questions. We're down to 4 or 5 people in the room, so we've been at it almost an hour. So I'm going to bring this morning to a close. Get on with getting ready to leave tomorrow afternoon. I will see everybody tomorrow morning. All right, folks, nothing new on the YM, and nothing new on anything at this point. We can get a short. First, we're going to have to get some exhaustion dots. And actually, we'll get exhaustion dots on this bar, but we got to get down below the balance line to get a trade. So I am going to call it a morning, and we will see everybody tomorrow.